A devastated father says he won't be silent anymore after another pit bull attack.
Jeff Borkhardt lost his son, Dax, nearly 3 months ago. Tonight, in a 12 News exclusive, he shares his story with Christina Palladino in hopes, he says, of saving other lives.
My wife comes home and she sees all these marks that he made on the wall.
Jeff Borkhardt tells me he and his wife decided to leave their Darien home because the memories of their beloved son, Dax, were too overwhelming. The 14-month-old was mauled to death by 2 pit bulls in March.
We couldn't be here anymore. We had to come home to the house with marks on the walls, this empty house.
In his first interview about the death of his son, Jeff tells 12 News he wants to speak out on what he feels is a dangerous breed.
Believing the myth, it's not the breed, it's all how you raise them, is what left us without a son.
Jeff is motivated to talk after the latest pit bull attack last week in Caledonia that left a toddler with severe injuries to his face.
Someone on TV is going to look at this and they're going to say, you know what, that looks like little Johnny. That looks like little Timmy or whoever. Because this could easily be your son or daughter too.
Jeff says before his son's death, he used to think a dog's behavior was determined by the way it was raised. However, the 2 pit bulls owned by the woman babysitting Dax were raised by the couple as puppies and had never been abused. Jeff says the dogs didn't have a history of aggressiveness, and he never would have left his child at the house if they did. He says that day in March, they just snapped.
They had one goal in mind, and that was to murder my baby.
Jeff will never forget the way his son looked after the attack.
There was unimaginable bruises, bites all over his legs, his arms, his body, his head. It smiled in every picture.
Yeah, every picture.
Every picture.
But now Jeff's motivation in life is telling Dax's story as many times as people will listen, because if one life is saved, he says going through this pain is worth it.
Let Dax save more lives. I know he saved lives already. I don't think it's enough.
Jeff says the babysitter was holding Dax when the dogs attacked. He says she did everything she could, including laying on the top of the baby to try and save him. No criminal charges were ever filed in the incident. Kathy.
Thanks, Christina. New information tonight on the case of that 15-month-old attacked by a pit bull in Caledonia. Police tell 12 News they do not anticipate any criminal charges. They say the boy was eating a cookie when the dog lunged at his face last Wednesday. Officers say the boy was scheduled for surgery today, but they did not release his condition.